everyone. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys some fun and fabulous DIY Dollar Tree fall decor crafts. This is going to be episode 6 in my I Love Fall series. I'm also hosting a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway on this video. Check the description box below and you'll get all the details, but all you guys have to do is subscribe and comment. I'll put a secret question in this video for you guys. I love to do this for you, and as we go throughout the fall and Christmas season, I'll be doing a ton of giveaways and just crafting and decorating on a budget. Listen, I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. I feel like our home is kind of like our little oasis, so when we come home to it, we keep it tidy, organized, and decorated nice and cute. It just gives us that place to relax, and it's also great for our families to look forward to fun things in the fall and Christmas season coming up. So anyway, don't forget to also follow me over on Facebook. I have an Olivias Romantic Home Facebook page. I share tons of DIY videos a day over there with you guys, as well as Instagram. So you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable fall gnome using this Dollar Tree heart wreath form. You're going to flip it over, use one of the Dollar Tree automotive cloths, and just gently tuck the automotive cloth around that heart wreath form. You guys could always just use a round form as well, but this one caught my eye and seemed to be the perfect size for the fall gnome that I'm going to create. Now I'm taking zip ties and zip tying the cloth to the base of the heart wreath form. You could easily hot glue this as well. However, on this crafting day, I was down to one large glue stick. One. Let me know if you guys do that with your craft stash. You're ready to craft and then you realize you're down on glue sticks. Anyway, I have more coming. Now I'm going to take one of those Dollar Tree mop heads and I just pulled that center part out. I had to use some wire cutters and then I'm tying it off of the center. This is going to be our gnome's beard. So we're going to take this and just basically cover the majority of the wreath, but leaving that top part for our little hat. And then I poked holes in the white fabric and I'm just zip tying the mop head in several places to the top part of my wreath form. Now I'm taking a Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarf. I thought that would be perfect for fall, and I'm just going to hot glue the scarf around the top. And this is basically going to cover up any little things that we have going on with the mop head, which wasn't much. And then I'm just going to take and hot glue this again to the back part, and then take the two pieces of scarf and just kind of pull them together. And then I took a hair pony and just ponied the end of that, and bam, we have a fun little gnome. I'm just going to finish off the little hat here, tuck it under with a dab of hot glue, and then you can tie just whatever you want around the end of it. That will work as well. And then you can add a fun little topper or hat little thing. You can also use yarn or a cute little pom-pom is what I ended up using for this. I ended up having to use 2 pom-poms to kind of cover where I looped the fabric over. You can also stuff your hat if you like. There's a lot of different ideas for how you guys can create these. And then, of course, I had to add a cute little beaded nose, and this is where you can get creative. Since this is a fall gnome, I decided to add in some cute little mini leaves. These come in a big old giant package from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue that to the top of my little guy's hat. And then I think I ended up even putting like a little string kind of burlap bow here with just some of that baker's twine. But you guys can really get creative with this. And honestly, I'm just thinking about this now while I'm looking at this, but I think you guys could also take and make this into a Christmas one. Okay, so here is my trusty assistant, Benji Bear. He is very, very focused on what's going on here. As you can see, he wants to be the star of the show, and he definitely is. I got him this cute little Franken wine. It was like a 3-pack of little dog toys, but he loves these. These were from TJ Maxx, maybe Franken Slime. I don't remember what it is, but oh, there it is, Frankie Slime. But he just wanted to say hello to you guys. And then there's also his new little bed I got from TJ Maxx. I like to spoil him seasonally. Hopefully he does not tear this bed apart, but he did not want me to work. He really wanted me to focus on him. But I hope you guys loved my fun little fall gnome. I thought that was super cute and just a fun way to create a gnome. And it's a larger gnome, so you could actually hang that on the wall kind of more as a wreath, which is fun as well. So here is how it turned out. Fun and fabulous on a budget. He's a little bit chunky, but hey, who doesn't love a kind of a fall chunky gnome? You guys could also even take another one of those mop heads and add that into it to give him even more of a full beard. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super amazing little fall wreath on a budget using all Dollar Tree supplies. So from the Dollar Tree, I have one of these longer signs, which you don't necessarily need, but I hot glued the home sign on top of that because it has holes in the top, and then I'm just going to take and overlay that on top of this wreath form from the Dollar Tree, and then take some zip ties and zip tie the home sign to the top of the wreath form. Now this is a little trick that I like to use seasonally, and it saves a lot of deco mesh. So I'm going to take this deco mesh from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut it in about 10 to 11 inch strips. It doesn't have to be perfectly precise, but try to get them as similar as possible. And I'm going to use 2 rolls of deco mesh for this entire wreath. So this is just a little hack from me to you. If you want to use less deco mesh on your wreath, you can always just put that sign right there in the center. And then I'm going to take 2 bundles of deco mesh, pinch them together with my fingers, and then add in 2 of these bows. And I cut my ribbons about 11 to 12 inches. That way they were a little bit longer than the deco mesh. But you could cut them, about 10 inches. They're just going to get swallowed a little bit more into the deco mesh. And then using the zip ties, I'm going to do another one of the bundles, and I am zip tying them to the center rung of the wreath form. So again, just pinch some deco mesh together and then add in a cute little piece of ribbon, and I like to layer my ribbons. That makes it a little bit more full and fluffy. I did use 4 rolls of Dollar Tree ribbon. I used the plaid, the orange, and 2 rolls of the Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid for my bow. One for the bow and then 1 for the wreath. Okay, so you really just want to split your mesh on either side and just continuing adding bundles. I think I added 6 of the deco mesh bundles with the ribbon on there. Now, if you want a little bit more of a full wreath, I suggest to cut up some extra deco mesh and ribbon, and you can really get super full with it. Because this ribbon was thicker, it actually filled out a lot more of the wreath form, and I was kind of surprised. And plus I'm going to put a giant bow on top, so I think it came out really cute, but it depends on how full you like your deco mesh to look. And so again, I'm just doing the same thing on this side. You bundle that mesh, you add in a layer or 2 of ribbon, zip tie it onto the wreath form, and bam. Now I'm going to share with you guys how to make a super easy little bow for fall. You're going to measure your first row of loops from your hand to your elbow. It's about 12 inches, and loop it over on itself about 4 times, or however many loops you want to do, and then cut that off. And don't mind me here, I am struggling so much with my scissors. I've really got to get new scissors for this crafting season. So anyway, now I'm going to take some buffalo check plaid ribbon, loop it over on itself, and then trim that off. I'm going to make a 3-layer loopy bow here. This is what I call my Olivia bow. It's super easy to make. It's a no-brainer. You just take ribbon, loop it over on itself, and then layer on top of each other. So I chose the plaid, the black and white buffalo check plaid, to mix in with the wreath, and then this Dollar Tree farm truck pumpkin ribbon. And so then I'm just going to layer all these together. I'm going to zip tie them off in the center, pinch them in the center, zip tie them really good. That's going to pinch everything really nice and tightly together. And then you can zip tie them on to the top of your wreath. I like to do mine off to the right hand side and then fluffy up my bow. Now, as always, I tell you guys, kind of play around with the bows and the loops and the ribbons and really give them a good fluff it up. That is my secret to my bows. So then I'm going to take another zip tie, and I'm just going to zip tie the little bow to the top of my wreath. I love making these. I really love making them for my kitchen. They're a little bit delicate, I guess, with all of the ribbons. So maybe you might not want to put this outside unless it's on a covered porch, which I do some, but they really are fun to put on the interior of your home as well, your dining room door. I like putting mine on my kitchen door. And then I'm just going to take, and I took the rest of the ribbon that was on those rolls, and I just added them next to the bow, zip tied it on, and left the ribbon loops kind of long, and then I'm going to curl them with my hand. And this is how my super adorable little deco mesh home sign turned out. This wreath is on a total budget. I mean, it's $2 for the sign, $2 and some change now. Dollar Tree went up 25 cents. And then your wreath form, and then just your ribbon and 2 rolls of deco mesh. So really, this is maybe $15 at the most. And we have a fun and fabulous wreath on a total budget. I hope you guys are inspired. Grab some ribbon, some mesh, and don't be scared of that mesh. It's not as hard to work with as you might think. For this fall Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how to make a super easy little toilet paper pumpkin using the Dollar Tree dishcloths. So for this one, I'm just going to take and pop your plop your toilet paper right on top of your dish towel, and then you're going to push the dish towel into one end of the toilet paper roll. This is such a fun and easy DIY and a great little way to decorate and also have some spare rolls of toilet paper on hand that maybe your fam bam doesn't know about. I don't know if you guys are like me, but you run out and you're running all over and you're like, oh no, we're out. Anyway, you do have to take like scissors or something to kind of poke through to the end. And then here's what it looks like so far. This is pumpkin spices, everything nice. So I tried to get it to where it said the pumpkin spice part on here. And then also just had some of the cute little pumpkin spice pictures. I think this is one of the cutest little Dollar Tree dish towels I've seen in a while. And I was like, well, we'll just make a little pumpkin with it. So you do have to do a bit of tucking. And this is really fun too. Dollar Tree has started selling like squares of fabric, so look out for that. You can also take a little Dollar Tree sponge brush. They come in a 3-pack, and use the end of that for your wooden handle. I just poked a hole in the fabric, and then I poked my little handle down in there, and bam, look at that. We have a cute little pumpkin spice and everything is nice pumpkin. And then I'm adding in some little leaves. And then you guys have a secret toilet paper roll. How about that? I think this is a fun DIY. I did this similar one for you guys a couple of years ago using, I used like a little pillow cover. Anyway, you can also make them out of the Dollar Tree scarves, and you get a little bit more bang for your buck because you don't have to use the entire piece of fabric. It is a little bit more maneuvering, and it's thinner fabric. So they have buffalo check plaid scarves out now. I also grabbed some gray ones and some leopard colored ones. So anyway, go ahead and poke that into the top of your pumpkin, and then you can finish it off with a little stem. I think I had a wood piece stem. And then there you guys have that. So again, these are super fun and a great way to do fall decor on a budget. You could even get some orange fabric and you almost wouldn't know the difference. And then I just grabbed this piece of wood from outside, poked that down into there, and bam, added some leaves. And you guys have some super fun and easy little DIYs on a budget. And these cost next to nothing. Especially another thing you guys could do, you could actually do flannel pumpkins too. Maybe find a flannel sheet at the thrift store and make a bunch of cute little flannel pumpkins. I thought that would be really fun, and here is how they turned out. Comment, let me know what you guys think about these, and if you have ever made these before. I think they're really fun and just so easy to do. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you how you can take those super adorable little Dollar Tree fall jars, and we're going to make them into a fun little fall lantern. So I'm popping in some of the little Dollar Tree pluggable lights. You just pop them into your jar, and then you can take some of the cute little leaves and pop them down in there, and it's going to make kind of like a little glowy lantern. I thought this would be a fun thing to put by my coffee maker. I love having glowy lights at night, and this is kind of a different twist on the flickering flameless candles. We're going to make just this little lantern. So these are the Dollar Tree kind of leather leaves, and I'm popping them in and around my lights here. I'm popping them down into the other set of lights. So for the clear jar, I used the orange lights, and then for the orange jar, I just used the white lights because I thought that would both give it kind of like an orange glow, if that makes sense. And then again, I did just take and put leaves down in them. But there's so many different things you guys could really do with this. And I'm not going to put the jar lid back on top because I don't want them to heat up. So I think that they will be just fine like this. And I am popping those little tags off. The tags drive me crazy on my clothes and on other decor items. So again, just popping some of those little leaves in there and making a fun little happy light up lantern. Now, for this video that I'm creating for you guys, we are going to be doing a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. Check the details in the description box below and make sure that you comment the answer to the secret question. So, my secret question is, what is your favorite fall smell? I want you guys to comment down below and let me know. Is it fresh baked pumpkin bread? Do you like to make chocolate chip cookies? Do you like cinnamon spice? What do you love to smell for fall? Maybe butterscotch. There's so many different fall flavors out there. I love to get inspired by what you guys love, so definitely drop that comment down below. That's going to enter you into the $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. Leave that in the comment section, and of course, share this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe or follow me on Facebook. I love to see you guys. So here they are all plugged up, and I paired it with the autumn pick your own pumpkins, hay rides, this little thankful, grateful, blessed sign. I put some fun little tiny pumpkins next to it, and then just some flowers back there in the back. Just some fun decor. And so when I wake up in the morning, boom, it's going to be all pretty and lanterny. I'll probably take one of them out. And these are also those little Dollar Tree kind of Christmas trees I just kind of popped on there. I just thought that would be fun. But you wouldn't even necessarily have to do that. I just thought that that would be an interesting idea. Yeah, I'm going to take one of them out and then put my coffee maker with the fresh hayride sign is. I'll probably just kind of rearrange it. But this was just to share with you guys and hopefully get you guys inspired. And as always, comment down below and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be recreating. I love, love, love to hear what you guys are up to. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super adorable little set of kind of kitchen signs or gather signs. So Dollar Tree has these adorable hanging signs that are like a pie theme. This one says gather, and then there's the other one that says gather together off to the left, and then here's another cute one that says give thanks with a pie. So I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of ways you can take these hanging signs and make them into a shelf sitter. You could add them into the center of one of the little Dollar Tree frames. You could add them over one of the little craft section chalkboards. This one says give thanks. So these are just ways you can make them set up. I saw another YouTuber put little clothespins on the back of them. I think it was Whiskey and Wit that did that for some of her fall DIYs, which is super cute. Hey girl, if you see this. And then another thing to do would just be to take and paint the outside of your signs. I love this kind of darker stain or black, and that's going to give them all a cohesive look once we're done. So this is just a fun way to take some of those Dollar Tree signs and make them into like a little set, like something you might see at the home decor stores, and make them just a little bit more cohesive. I do love the gather together with the more natural wood type look, but I thought since the other one was black, we would go ahead and make them all black and just make them kind of cohesive and fun. And here is how they turn out. We have the cute little gather one, the gather together with the center point. And now I'm looking back on this and I'm realizing this isn't as dark as I thought it was going to be. I may go in with another coat or a darker black coat to make them all look cohesive. I kept saying I wanted them to all look the same, and then now looking back, they're a little bit off. So anyway, though, you guys get the idea on how to take the little hanging signs and turn them into more of a shelf sitter type sign. Sometimes you just need an easy DIY to throw in there. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, punch the bell, and click all. It will update you every single time I post a new video. Also, don't forget to comment down below so you can be entered into my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. Now, this is episode 6 in my I Love Fall series. Go back and check out the rest of the series. You don't want to miss out. I've decorated my living room. We've done DIYs, a little bit of a haul, just fun stuff to look forward to make your home cozy and fabulous on a budget. Also, I'd love to invite you guys over to my Olivias Remade at Home Facebook page. I have a free little group page you guys can join and post photos of your home decor and DIY projects, and also just stay inspired. Listen, crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul. And even if it doesn't come out amazing like the Pinterest-worthy crafting, or like maybe something you guys see me or somebody else do, trust me when I tell you there's a lot of fails on my end. So it's like that in life in general, you know, just keep doing the good work, keep putting one foot in front of the other, stay positive, and this too shall pass. Also, don't forget too that no matter where you're at in life, things can get better. Everybody's going through a lot of transitions in the last couple of years, including myself. And thank you guys for all of your comments on my cute hair. I did get it cut a little bit and had just a little bit of a highlight put on it. But you know, life is just a journey and all we can do is do our best. I also want to remind you guys to be kind online. This is a social media platform. So when you guys leave kind comments in my comment section or other YouTubers or even your friends' Facebook pages, give them a like and a heart. That goodness that you give out to somebody is going to come back to you in spades. I promise you. And if you see something that you don't like, keep scrolling. It's no need to put that negativity out there. We're becoming such a social media kind of society. And so I just want to encourage everybody all the time, hey, just do your best to be kind. So I love y'all. I'm hugging all of your hearts so, so tight. If you need prayer, drop a prayer request down below. This is a praying community. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.